10 p.m. and my name is Asizoskovia. It is a warm evening here at West Nile TV, though outside the weather is very chilly and cold because there are some little drizzles outside, and then because of that there's a lot of coldness. Yes, we are feeling coldness but all in all, everything is good from this side, and I hope that yours is good. Since it is still a new week, how is your week going on? I hope that your week is also going on well. Mine is really good. There is nothing for me to complain about, only to thank God for the protection that He has offered us up to this time. We should be grateful for that. Wherever you're watching me from, whether you're here from West Nile region, Northern Uganda, Eastern Uganda, Western Uganda, and Central Uganda, I want to say hi to you and thank you so much for watching West Nile TV and for watching this program Kelele. I am excited to be with you tonight, and I hope that you will enjoy whatever we have for you tonight. Mimane episode mare ale mina wat fofe amboruto sabiti longodi mama ni madwa alaka ni mi imilale ngoni are angwambia mavoru da wereti askuni ozo azo bikio yi were dinira te iyo de okporore amani adrezu alatara ro leri op awad phone reba me fere opini diniba medima ne epi toto mimane West Nile ya mimane Central ya Eastern ya Western ya Northern yani ale yomini awad ambu azivini mi ale chichi andro program amavu kelele ma ameji mini wazi alatara ro ni agbatara ni iyo mini ne ingaba amesele yarki Sami vurikado ya chara mangavini do irimiti yadini imwangwazi yako miadre ya mabe West Nile TV ya ogogo. Amita foi, utie nuperi be wotu nyanedi mapara be wotu maber program moku mapodi marachu pe, piny moku mate marachu pe, piny madong utie kai makwa foi mongo niya kumotia mayot, piny moku marach kudwa pe, dhan munge kitie gitao ento podu watie kai ewe ngomeni. Makwa foi mungu pilembene aruak tin pingne utie ngichnya nok yena kot moku ngiduo konya nok akecha rengo ento ko inede tie ento racha akecha ngo indong mebe nera kawoni yeni kono itie Central ya kono itie Northern, Eastern, Western nyo itie West Nile ka amita wachirni akodi chitha kamoku bed kuudwa i program Kelele eni akeli topic moku mamit mitugutungo so makodi ai makodi chido kamungo ebed koda keni i West Nile TV ni mande jaro de ale manjonyi anjo pasi ba West Nile TV nindreka si odu chidro ongo anjo so pasi ama program Kelele nindreka si Andrew aruani egbe palandako amalaku si eyo di gangwaro ba gangwaro angwana tanidro ba vuni be gangwarwa keta ma jole nyine dia rejo nyile dia ole kero bangani anjo amana kusebazi tidra o kero bangani pe ovuke pe ke amazika jo sidedi ole o kero bangani awal anjo okelaka anjo oposi mogo amala kusebazi jo yake pe kinyiri dia tana ole oba vacha kudrale majonyini endrumeji nyini programa diya topic zipelere ole nyake reziga konyolo metro West Nile TV ni ya GRA ole ya kariziga kwa unma utika nera chawani atika mwatu wen otia no mamegiti word kono ni ningya megati ya mabegera pero mo ikempe Gena mati ke wachine mirwa forba indonka itikwo itiki mi vuru itiki gimo manok mayro mchamune mirwa forba pe kwo ma eretika miwani pien jo mukena guchiero bodruba ento in ma furiti kwo ni mirwa forba tutwal pe gen ma entika timune kwo kare itika word ikin pinmo matek miribet ki gene kumruba ni ruba obe paro piri ruba wiye puwili ikomi gena dong tie indong maitika nena ni kono itika nena ki West Nile ya kono iti Northern Uganda ya kono iti Central kono iti Eastern nyo western amiro wachini mir wipu will ikom program amegwa kelele ni mir bepi chier kamo eken bed kera kenyo piana keru iu topic moma mira dada indo ka iteme ni mir ao evi kengo gina dong tia mir wachi mir pe chier kamo eken bed kera kumbeti i program amegwa ni. Mimi nataka salamia nyinyi yote, jambo kila fasi huko kuangalia mimi, sijui unaangalia mimi kwa West Nile hapa, sijui huko kwa Northern Uganda, sijui huko kwa Central Eastern, ama huko kuangalia mimi kwa Kenya, sijui huko Tanzania, sijui huko kwa border yetu ya Congo, sijui huko South Sudan, kila fasi manyiko kuangalia mimi saa hii. Mimi nataka mwambie nyinyi jambo, usiondeka fasi nyingine, kana sisi pamoja. Sai niko Uganda, Arua district, baridi inafua sisi. Yani mvua amewahi kunyesha bado tu dogo tu. Juu ya mvua kidogo hiyo baridi tena pia iko, lakini sio baridi mbaya sana. Chenye iko muhimu tupatie Mungu asante. Wewe uko hapo bado. Wewe uko hapo, wewe bado ondoka kwa Mungu. Tunafaa kumwambia Mungu asante sana. Yani kuna watu wengine matunajua wameenda tayari. Sisi bado tunasubiri siku yetu. Lakini kama Mungu amesaidia wewe na nyumba ya kulala, Mungu amesaidia wewe na chakula kidogo ya kukula, tumwambie Mungu tu asante sana. Tumwambie Mungu asante. Alafu leo nimeletea sisi nimeleta topic mzuri sana kwa programu hii. Usiende fasi nyingine. Yani kama muda yako amefika, mimi nataka kusikiliza kwako. So you see, living in today's society. The other time I was here in this same program, and I spelled it out clearly that according to census, it has been found out that women are more in number than the men. Yes. So because of that, if every man sticks to marrying one woman, many of us will miss out. So meaning that other men should go ahead and marry one, but others who can manage 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you can still go ahead and marry them. I've ever seen peaceful homes, a man having 3 to 4 wives, but the wives are living peacefully. Tonight, I want us to talk specifically about the polygamous homes whereby the men are not able to provide for the wives. Who is to be blamed? Is it the women who decided to get married to this man after knowing that this man's capacity is not enough to take care of them? Or is it the man to be blamed, the man who has brought the women? There is a case scenario of what I'm talking about tonight. It is of recent that a man was married to one woman. They were doing farming together with this woman to raise their children. These people will go to the garden, they will dig together, they will plant. During harvesting season, they would harvest. They will stock some of the food for what? For consumption at home. Sometimes they will sell some of it to raise money. But it happened that along the line, the man decided to get married to a second wife. So after getting married to the second wife, he had to rent outside the village now. In a trading center rented for the wife, they were staying together with this wife. While the first wife who was at home was also struggling there with her children. So in the beginning, things kept on going on well, but along the line, things became hard. Because remember, this man was doing farming with the first wife in order to sustain the family, and they were not renting. But now, since this man got married to the second wife, meaning there was an increased cost of what? Of rent. Renting was there, buying food was there. So where they were renting, there was nothing like farmland. There was no land, and they were not farming with the second wife. Meaning that everything was supposed to be what? Bought in the market. So things became so hard for the man. This woman was not working to earn any money. She was not also farming. Then she conceived. After conceiving, now things became very hard. And this man could not now sustain the second family. They were moved out of the house after the rent had accrued for so long. They were pushed out of the house. This is for her to go and get some little hut to stay in. And the second wife is now very bitter. She's very bitter to her family members that this man has failed to take care of her. She's very bitter to the friends that the man has failed to take care of her. You as the viewer tonight, who are you going to blame in such a situation? Eh? Is it the man that went ahead and married this woman to be blamed, or it is this woman because she knew that this man was already having a first wife and they were farming in order to survive? So she came in and things worsened, things became very hard. Who is to be blamed? That is the question that I have for you tonight. And what kind of solution can we have for this woman? She has just recently put to birth, so there is no way that she can start doing any work right now. She still has a very young baby in her hands. So she's asking for a solution. You people, what can you what kind of advice can you give this woman? Because she feels she has not done anything wrong by getting married to this man. Bani yovorle ba yokini satsi nyaku di madren dulu okop makala fende desa sa gupidite baka diyo agupi alo madu oku alo oku aziri kinga gupi chete askuni amazia ema iki amani fo sister oko baka ta de ni yo sister de ni ba woro ni ani amazi kitamu sister kitamu asiowi address sister te adini ba woro leke address sister ni korese agupi azire peni kake chorasi kini mokuki duiri na suto yazezira okporo imba mini matas kuna agupi azire mokuki angirite okuda chikidriku okuda matambaza lu mwalorle ina dinga imini yagu ezi Nigeria nru nedwo korea afa Regina maagupi okupi ogogwazia tokola luma business chi okola luma joba sira okola luma fa chichirni lerke baya inira da mamin gar sajani adroko mesele achi iyo dia ndrumani muzu diare okudi iri aokosi kini magoni bidi imatambati agupi di ini androko kaoribe amvu a badi ki amvu a anjozozu afazi andra rent ru yangon deni yo badi ka kemvu a bo season kadicha afenja zuamvu bo na farmaziki bozi iyo kwenye nyire mazakozo azir ke baketa nimbanya zaro agupi memu drai dudu ku rizurira badu ku rizuri jirenti ya aya rent ya da ba jofeofe angwazi bani chozuamvu azurani yo afa woro echa de sendero okude misumva bani vesusu borsi azi woro echa okude ni wewa ekode echa azi ngako afazi chirni ngako daraniyo agupiri eretai mafusu mvuseri ne de mefuzu okude be azu tawni aborea aguri dadrimini de akuamvu akui iyo mbaki di ni woro bare pini mbamba okude echa de sasa okosi ima bapini eriyo mabapini kini agupiri adi agupiri mbai mataku eriyo magipini kini agupiri adi agupiri mbai mataku anyima nira iyo de ngalo yokudi bia duleko iyo de ki ngaro amavu ku seles dalera iyo de ki ngaro mingi mbata mini to febare ler pini ringoni ba mini ne dia mkosa ma ari adi agupiri yakanokudi asweni bade wora tiki mkosa areko agupiki ni monjio okuki ni monjio te agupi ke decide oku rizoridu oku ndani bani duri matambaza kabande te bade di blame oku da ya erni medilo zo korea kani agupi di erni muzo dile oku duzu derenyira imombo tako agu ya mini ne mistake medere ade sa mevru ke chara mi mansi mogba mavini rimi temba ta azivini katechi mini cho fe family dini ka reti ani levini gba mansi mo ilovini amani yoni rade neba lembe madong wakelu tini program kelele enu tie lembe mube nywakere ikom responsibility jadit mokutie ubedu ko dako pero ugam dako mirachel ko dako ene dani ni gibedu kafur podu minwangu sente matendo tendo mikonyo pinywa utie ot munge mi cham jadite no gamu binu ugamo dako mirario Inge gamo dako mirario echido etero dako any town I renting ebedu ka renting or ni dako en. Ko dako mira chel kita wechu kude dani ni gibedu ka fur ka woni dongi rent kucha apo dupe fur bedu pe pinzo madong gibe kelo odzo senti cham gibe wila od gibe chula pinzo da umetu senti Lembele dongu binu kenu tun o sa mogu kenu jadi tenu lemba chaku voye. Jadi tenu chopu ngochulu rent. Chamde duogu tek e pacho dano chamu ngoni ndo cheke. Ke gamu giriemu dano eni ot eni giriemu ge dani eni ge ai ke ot maber eni gichith ge nwango ot moku madong lumebe tuma. Konu mi elefa para beach danu ene ge monde ot ene ge chaku bedu keni chamzo teka danu eno dako no gamo iye inge gamo iye lembene zo duogu tek dako no chopute mongo piny moku endo nge beda e kor pinzo bang jadit eni endo jadit eni upe ku tich moku madong e temu mateka meni nangu zo jadit eni benwangu sente pare iginde ipodu Indong miwe nana kawoni dako enu dong iye cash kawoni niya jadi tenu ubinu bange egame wonde niya ngo bin banga amiti be dako para egame yiyu ento kawoni enu jadi tenu dong chopungo timango chopungo gwako en egame nyutu lembe bang nyudo pare kujurin pare zo wotu pare kulembe ne dogani jadi tenu dongo wonda nyo echopu gwoka ento gwoka ngo indo mibe naka woni eni ya blame eni dongo chede komanga chede kom dako no nyo jadi tenu be wechu ni anagamu dako pieni piena maro dako eni ento dano moku gibe wechu ni jadi tenu temo rach pieni engeu niya ene chopungo gwoko dako mirario egamo dako mirario perango aya dano monge gibe wechune dako eni dia indo ngeu niya chweri upegu penyma madit tich mokuma ene tiu madit minwango sente pe eni ke yiyu gamo ngatu eni perango dano moku gibe wechune ya indo ma dako no perango eni chopu temongo piny mokuma chopu kelu sente Indong mibe nana kawoni eni dano eni gichopo konyo ginya nedi jadi tenu yeyungo mistake pare dako na de yeyungo gimitu ni awakony ge kulembe eni indong mibe nana eni koni kasawa pero ramo bigora simu amita winj bengi biwechira takaro de amari iya senyin tria lady agorizi olo esuko luizi tralo Easy ditro agori dikake taswao ade tadi so rajo sora season harvesting riya bade tikake tasdiba jawa ade nyanya zitie de ziezi sitie esujoi ke agori de yo joanile aniole kodu easy rijori agori lady oya odu easy irijori ra Iziri oji rentinga oya rent la ka jozi angwe ongo rent na ya ta oso sako karezi sole yo ta yo terusi adi jeje linye yo terusi adi jeje draba de oloke kare aloga iziri yo kongwa ongo na ivu siti orengbe agorile di ndakara linye nyaka gbari nyu bade ukake John ko eya odro bade tijo joga sipi bade uki karezi ge suki jozi gangwa waro bade tikake olu aru dra easy lady anake me kendrakpe ojo agor lady ayo njani ni agodi onjani ama ko duani ani ko yakolo anitro dra ni odu agor lady ra agorle rita edelanda sa yo ongo bazitika kijwe izidi dumteni amala kose odu agora ke buziga ngwar sa nedele na sa yo anikata yo terusite agorle diri Ni drama ndrede di. Madi dia mtria di. Izi di ya ama agodi. Basi jojoki agodi ya malakusi agodi. Onyote anirita yo. Oko izi atiju arutro bade kake taswao. Dragorle di oyo du oku erijari. Dra oko dia zanira. Izi di ozagorle di ira. Enzinale dia diri amalakusi. Izi dia emikandra kwe. Ongwa gorle di sa ko juaniri. Anyole izi dira. Kita yo. Ni drama ndredi. Ranya keleba di niri ingonia. Razianda ba ni aya maridia inzigari ade. Dajo nya sa ni chato jora. Ni mongwe ango ni jua manira. Namna maneno yote tunaongea hii leo hii. Kuna bibi na bwana. Bwana yeye alikaa na bibi ya kwanza. Watu wamekuja pamoja kujenga nyumba. Kujenga nyumbani pamoja, watu walikaa kama wanalima samba. Watu wanalima samba, baada ya kulima samba, kama vitu zimetoka kwa samba, vitu zingine wanauza kwa sokoni. Wanauza vitu hizo kwa sokoni kupata pesa dogo dogo hizo, alafu vitu zingine au wanachunga kwa nyumba ya kunini ya kukula. Hiyo ndo namna watu walikaa kama wanakaa pamoja. Lakini bwana huyo siku moja akasema mimi nataka kuolewa bibi nyingine. Bwana huyo akaenda akaolewa bibi ya pili. Alafu bibi ya pili wakachukua kwa rent. Rent nyumba wanalipa kulipa kila mwezi. Chakula wananunua tu kununua kila siku. Lakini na bibi ya zamani watu wanalima. Hakuna kitu kama ya rent, yani manyumba ziko za nyumbani. Sasa watu wakaanza kukaa pamoja, bibi ya pili na bwana yeye wakaanza kukaa. Bibi akakamata mimba. Baada ya mimba vitu zikaanza kukaa ngumu. Kukula chakula iko ngumu. Watu wameshindwa kulipa pesa za nyumba, wakafukuza watu hiyo kwa nyumba. Watu wakaenda wakapata nyumba nyingine tu kidogo tu, nyumba manatonya na majani. Watu wakaanza kukaa ndani yake. Sasa bibi yako kuna uchungu. Bibi yako kuna uchungu sana. Anasema ati bwana yeye alikuja alilewa, alidanganya yeye. Bwana yeye amesema ati yeye anaweza kuchunga yeye, alafu bwana yeye akalewa yeye, sasa yeye yuko kuumia. Alafu tena bwana yeye kwa kusema yeye sio mtu ya mkosa. Bwana yeye kwa kusema mimi napenda bibi yangu. Lakini vitu ziko ngumu, nimeshindwa kuchunga bibi hiyo. Alafu bibi hiyo tena yuko na uchungu, anasema bwana huyo amedanganya mimi. Lakini watu majirani wako kusema kila mtu yuko kwa shida. Bibi yuko kwa shida, yani alilewa bwana ya mtu, kama najua bwana huyo akunisa kitu, bwana huyo alikaa kama analima samba. Yeye angekuja kwa bwana hiyo alafu aanza kufanya kazi pia dogo dogo, sijui business, sijui na nini ya kupata pesa. Lakini yeye akakuja kwa bwana huyo akakaa hakuna kufanya business, hakuna kitu. Alafu tena sai analia kwa nani? Sasa wewe umeweka kuangalia nani ndio yuko kwa mkosa? Mkosa yuko bwana huyo ameshindwa kuchunga bibi huyo, ama mkosa yuko bibi huyo malikubali kukuja kukaa na bwana ya mtu tena bwana ya mtu. Lakini bwana ya mtu huyo alikaa kama analima, hakunisa kazi ama hakunisa kitu manaweza kuchunga nayo bibi. Mtu ya mkosa iko nani? Muda yako karibu nafika, utapigia mimi simu alafu tutasikilizana na wewe pamoja. This is all that is going on right now, and things are so bad. We are going for a break. When I come back, I will be expecting your calls.
West Nile TV, lighting up the region.
Echichi? Go wangula. Nsasula emyezi 3 nempangula. Hey! Ha!
Subscribe for 3 months to any package of your choice or grab an Azam TV kit and pay for 3 months and stand a chance to win life-changing rewards. Android smart TVs, fridges, motorcycles, and that is not all. You could walk away with free subscription or the grand prize of 20 million Ugandan shillings in cash. Yes, 20 million grand prize. Subscribe today and enter the draw. For more information, 031 2308 900 or visit any Azam TV dealer near you.
Azam TV, entertainment for everybody.
Unwrap your holiday cheers with StarTimes this Christmas season. Starting the 15th of November, simply pay your monthly subscription for the next bouquet and automatically enjoy content on the next higher bouquet, plus a chance to win exciting prizes. Your gift box contains variety of local entertainment and fresh shows, exciting cartoon and fun kids entertainment, mega superstars, local and international, a memorable trip to Spain to watch a La Liga match. And that's not all. Lots of prizes to be won, including ZTE Nubia smartphones with free 15 GB Airtel data. StarTimes gift that keeps on giving. Merry Christmas. This message is powered by ZTE Nubia. Better for all.
West Nile TV, lighting up the region. West Nile TV, lighting up the region.
Welcome back from that break. We are still in the first hour of our program, Lele, and I'm already here to be receiving your calls. And I would like to know from you, in a polygamous family, if a man fails to provide, who is to be blamed? Like the recent one that just happened, these people have just newly married. They have not stayed up to 3 years. Too much may just be 2 years. And a lot has already happened. Who is to be blamed here? Because everyone is now bitter. Things have become so bad. Is it the woman who got married to this man, knowing very well that this man is already married? Our first lucky caller right there. Hello. 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 So we are still going on with the same question. The student line is still open for you to keep your calls coming in, and I would like to hear from you. What do you have to say about this? Is it the man that decided to marry this woman on wrong, or is it the woman? Call me and I would like to know from you, from your own view, who is to be blamed here, and what kind of advice do you have for this struggling couple? Our wife is very bitter, and the man is also not accepting blames. He's saying that he tried his level best to take care of the woman, and the woman is saying, no, you have not done the best because you failed as a man. So you who is watching me, what do you have for us? Hello. Hello. Hello, we are here at West Nile TV. Hello. You are not talking, right? Or there is something else? The studio line is still open. You can still call me. Call me on the studio line, please, so that I can be able to talk to you. Iyo di midili ya di medria ya agu de onjiri agu piri ya kan kwa kodi au kodi gaini mezata siki ni mezata iniyo agu piri mwandra ivo agu piri yo ingai matambara imu agu piri ku inyiti agu piri mwangu kaure chite agu piri mita di man episode si bade ki di mesele angiringirisi balalo di baziri blame mini misiri agu izata ma adriari ba ko di okwa mvere di esi okwa mvere di mafakinda ima mva piete ngiringiri ifu baziri maliachi. Hello. 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 West Nile TV, hello. Hello. Maybe there is network challenge. You can still try again. Keep your calls coming in. Who is to be blamed? Yes, hello.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Hey, Skoga.
Mache?
Mngoni.
Muke ya mingoni.
Okay, the might at the level.
Drata walifo simu baza.
So, ayo yarite. Baba na ki blame iritro.
Ai. Ado simi blame mi nike iritro ado mayose.
Me blame ki iritro ndro alo so ya gudo nyendra si yezi zindo ine ngase de suzo na yengu ya e. Aya yoko je kudarbe ya bienvu yetulo. So momo okwa zile zi adu ine na zone. So kandra okura mozi ale ku otapa condition dali atako.
Ada.
So masini okude blame.
Kalango madria.
Mokule ble mwagweri okuda ura na kwa zibe le tende le yi hata lo aku ya mfukuru rebe mkube mudure tie.
Aha.
So azi da yidin hata lo ale yembu ya rera ritiri kwa. So okuda kana ina okuda yobere kura ni hata lo aku asuno kwa kiti nda ke ibada ni adra ni re ambamba.
Okay.
So mvuti ni se hadbe nyebu kwa asuno mo tere ka ni hata lo mbe ngamfu ya.
Adaya.
So okuda buvera ni yona ini ande presurveni.
Okay.
Yobele guda ni ben ya sandi askoni amagukuru sa amani wiki ni sei ku samati yo amani eseweza kudi. Sasa guda te gala isendi emfuri kanimba lumbiri ni hani yo rangara.
Okay.
So kunde ndini zura ko sonda tara le ya muta ije ni andre guda be yoba mo furi kwaru. Le tabe ba me ti dibeti ritro. Eyoramba di pinir tro me fiti to manzike agura mamu odofu amto
Mam diambu awo ko de pinita.
Ma wombu ni to asuno ko kura mampu ne da kura asuno oro taniki.
Awad kodro.
Balolo maya dibiem maya ki de tro kan ye dinga te gudai and me mo fazer vudu si me maze prale. So, talking about the station that is Dika.
Ada. Me on Dwaba. I would for many angry. Hello, Dratele, thank you. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please. Mamuke. Look, mate. Azodi fitevini madi yako azodi diri weather di kwari. Azodi weather kwe. Azodi adoro. Mitu amani lure. Maya.
Yeah.
Corona di lady ba?
Quarantine.
Baka miji quarantine amvari iyo likite wara mamichonzi. So Gloria Pole minia. Afari mazikite fatiki ni ba? Magi ezire vini ono ale suza si digaza si mu check up ye ide general check up woroti besu azi alonir maruti akurade ni fatigue aziba kavini ngamba maruti le avalizara le tami obinga mivuri chekira kaka So Gloria yelungamani yodi ni bareke de ni amabiri deko mere miko oduko ile
Like blame
mimi niki blame tradusi agupira ini mere blame to a greater extent
and that's more hour of weather. After telling Zamba, also tyrant people. The plan I will look around it and listen. Some apologize to your Kurana, no other mother.
Okay.
I said, back in under it.
Yomba kendra nga kusende azendra wore ba milechi
Yomba bamba ayo kura lazima namba sanra dada kamba janga wale kusinga lazima ira that's why nazara
So
madiri blame him nyata vini yana madiri ziku aje ni baini kuzina kusinga shia gukia sarfa akivini mure ntalera
nada
dago sajja sajja nile okuma yindi dago jalambi responsibility kuwara bima dole urivini mure
nada ya
rimide
eridozira
ya per akukira ma kura kura tonsia na kuma kura tibu ma tuki ina nje na je rent ya kuwa mkiora mara yangu life na nini
na walifo
akivune sega ito ni misala yako kantibu ya hata rent ya sigira yani ndio
madai arsini toka
no ile ndima ndio ayo bikira ninjeri ni kabisa zawara kuria kabiki gasia kana bila kawari ni msala kabiki gasia ya ana ndio arisi
aya muka savage advice from Gloria madam arsi erini dem arsi kara aya mukera or for mini Gloria Alfembata, see the studio line is still open. You can still keep your calls coming in. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Kiwe chikusevia changwanzi.
Sevia ku changwaze. Sevia iti nyanedi.
Adi mbere.
Afo goira simu do. Dong lembe kumdano eni dano ario eni chopu wechuango.
Yeu. Munario Lebanetek.
Lebanetek ya.
Ero.
Pirango.
Yeu kairo mungo kagwa kumunario kudigam.
Kudigam.
Ku giberu kaneno niya ngati chi kudak kumunario. Tu kitu ende de miru ne egam. Manango enke benwange pin bayre kwe.
Andado.
Ita shopirengo.
Shopirengo.
Chiel.
Kayo. Arwenyi Sevia koni goda simu kendu. So the studio line is still open. Keep your calls coming in. We had our first caller, Dratele. Dratele said that he's blaming both of these people. He's blaming the man because the man knows that he's not capable of taking care of this wife. And he still went ahead and married the second wife. And also he blames this woman because this woman, in really sense, she knows that the husband is a farmer. The husband does not have any other business or any other way of making money. She should have discussed with the husband and gone with the husband to the village to start farm work. Since the land belongs to this man should have distributed the land to the two wives. And today he is farming with the first wife, tomorrow is with the second wife, in order to avoid this kind of problems that they are going through, issues with the rent, issues of buying food. So Dratele is saying that sometimes we women are very difficult. We want soft life, we don't want farming, we don't want things of staying in the village with our relatives, so we prefer to stay in town. But where things are hard and you know that your man is not capable, it is better you go to the village, you go and start from there, if that is what can make you people earn a living. That was from Dratele. Then we had a call from Gloria. Gloria is also saying that she's blaming both of them, but majorly she's blaming the man. Yes, this man knows also that his own way of surviving is farming, but he decided to go and take this woman to the town to go and stay there because he wants to what? Make the woman happy. He wants the woman to appreciate him, so he was not telling the woman the truth that I cannot be able to sustain you in town. The man had raised some money on him, so he decided to spend this money all got done. So things are hard right now. The greatest blame goes to the man. And then for the woman, this woman is also blamed slightly because she's not doing anything to earn a living. That with this today's economy, things are very hard. You cannot expect the man to provide everything in the family. The man is looking for rent, food, everything. No. So Gloria is saying that if this woman had done something like business, or she was doing something to raise money at home, things wouldn't have been this bad. Hello. Hello. Yes, good evening.
Good evening to you.
I am good. How are you doing tonight?
I'm okay. Is this West
Night TV? Yes, yes.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm okay.
Oh, Nyandraka.
Oh, Dra Marune and Patrick.
Hello, Maya.
Oh,
Hello, ma Patrick. Ni mongwenga jengwa.
Matingo enga moyosi.
Moyo nida.
Moyo ni chui.
Anzo pose.
Oh, Mari na alo baby book side jo. Algo ka konyike. Oh, Dra jo konyike lekpe. Ili anya vuneka miblim anyeko. Jo anya voko ongo ke bude ko ke. Jo let ya vujiti ongo ibune kondro vesi endediga ko kondro ko elu bo rikora ko yamvo kata so obisnos of yamvura yi ede izamvu komvura ega god blame makpe.
Oh.
Blame mawake izisa ko la kontrasi ibudega.
Ka kontrasi kule.
Oh, is all both sides ado kontrasi ibudega.
Dry kuyasi diaro ile advice nya keleba ni ringoni.
Advice makelere korea epes kongaki ko ibudere. Ko iznabatiza jo udu ayejo ko ju na jo suanesa ko ka kedeki ebu.
Okay.
Madi alo de ka ta ke pe trakwe.
Anjo pase.
Advice makelere korea epes ko la kedeki ebu. Oh.
Anjo pase.
Aya masamanzara.
Iye. Lady alumai ka mongwenga jomoyo si anjo pase alumai advice nya kelele gba pelere ongo bari tika kiduara. Alumai is calling us from Moyo and is telling us that he's blaming both parties because this man knows he's not so capable, but he still went ahead and got married to this woman, and also this woman got married to this man knowing that this man is not capable enough, but still is not doing anything to raise money. So the only advice he has for the couple is that these people should get united. They should all focus and start working, because one person alone cannot manage. Since they are all a bit incapable, this woman should also start doing work in order to raise money, just like this man is doing work to raise money. That is from Alumai. Alumai anjo posi. Nizimani ba moyo ari yo terusilaka. Ama wandrega program amarle disi. We are still going forward. The studio line is still open for you. You can still call me. Maybe you have something else to tell us concerning these two couples. These two couples, they are going through a lot of misunderstanding in their home, because now money don't scatter. Money has disappeared. Things are very hard. Everything is hard right now. What advice do you have for them? They are watching you tonight and they want you to tell them what to do. The studio line is still open. You can still call me and I would like to know from you. What advice do you have for our people? You know, sometimes we get married when we are so excited. You feel that the love with the first wife has already faded and things have already gone down, so you feel you need to get married to this other woman in order to spice up. Then sometimes things go bad. You who is watching me tonight, what kind of advice do you have for our couples who are watching? They are here watching us live at West Nile TV and they want you people to help them. Studio line ninga still it ani. Studio line furwa wa matuolo ramo gona chimi kum number mighty nemno wang screen ni. Watiki la pain. La chon gen dakone gitika da ken gipe mi to. Bien la chon tika wajike dakone ni anong ate mugwoki ento jemine dong tek ento dakone ge. Tika wajo ni la chon volo en la ton wache ni abi gwoki man gwoka do dugu tek do cham dong pegi cham cha wengi riamo dana dong ki ot bilo rent. Jom kene dong kitika wajune dakone yeti la bal pien dakone pe katemuti mo ken mi yenyu chene gang. Jom kene kitika wajune la chone yeti la bal pien la chone uchira nyim ka gamu dakoma en ngewni en petuaru gwagone. Tuero ne perromo mi gwago dakoni ento en uchiro ka gamu dakoma rio. Indong maiti ka nan wachawani iti kitama ngoy kum Johnny kitika nini kitika merkoin ki borri. Hello. Sorry. The studio line is still open. You can still call. Still the first hour of our program. You can still call me and you have a very long way to discuss more with me. The studio line is still open. You can still keep your calls coming in. You know, if a man decides to marry 2 women and fails to provide for them, who is to be blamed? Leave alone those other people's scenarios now. Talk about yourself or talk about maybe somebody that you know is going through this thing. A man got married to 2 women but has failed to provide for them. Who are you blaming? Are you blaming this man for failing to provide? Or are you going to blame the women? Are you blaming the first wife for forcing this man? Or maybe because people say that when men go to marry a second wife, it means the first wife must have provoked him. That is what many people say in the African society. If a man goes for a second wife, the blame always goes to the first wife. They will say that the first wife is either quarrelsome, or the first wife is so disrespectful, the first wife is always this and that is why the man went and married the second wife. Even when things go bad there, the blame will come back to the first wife. The question here tonight is, in a polygamous family, if a man fails to provide, who is to be blamed? Are you going to blame the first wife for pushing this man to marry a second wife? Or are you going to blame the second wife for getting married to this man, well knowing very well that this man was married and was not successful enough to manage them? Or will you blame the man? Or you're not blaming anyone? Even if you're not blaming anyone, you can still call me and help these people with advice. So if a man decides to marry 2 women or more and fails to provide to them, this is a very complex situation right now. You see, there are many factors that makes a man fail to provide for the family, especially where he has 2 or more. One of them is there is a personal responsibility. One time I was chatting with a friend. She was the first wife. She got married. Then this husband got married to a second wife. According to him, he was getting the best out of the best. He married the second wife. After marrying the second wife, he realized that the first wife understood him better than the second one. There is a caller right there online. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Ngoni.
Muke mingonia.
Mamuke. De Victor Ingazo Masindi.
Victor.
Yeah.
Imidale ngoni.
Mamuke.
Award for minister mugwazase. Iyo bade pevuri micho maza kongo ne agupiko kudu irimuzo dile kadimu provide okudi pini ku agumini le zata madre de aradea.
bazi bara piyama la izata ala nayo. Saa zini si ingra eka imidudi dile. Iya woro kinga ngeda wore iya woro kinga muke.
Ada.
Te njiza katiki diudo afti imichetavo. Yoke diata woro mbazaro.
Ada.
So ba maro saa zini si agobi blemu. Te agobira bara fini duborea. Afa ko otokila le titi agobira beko. Kaya maro kuri blemu. Te saa zini si agobi ma eta iliabi ere okura pina dezu irisi moto do dale to ko bola dani ko then imbatara ma muimbata fe iko kudu iri okura ni chimi okubiri le ko na ba ko dani ku aziko koko ka teonia lebe musuna manazi kane afazi uzizo sauri agobiri ukubiri iri taking responsibility livrare ungoni rirgo le kura bako dani ku mangazi agobi mangazi kinga ni family tambala
award 4
aya
award 4 Victor minangire
tamana mabazi
izike
azi mama dawi Jennifer aya ndeni azi ma sister katona yeruto yega and then is giving me teach
award 4 minangire award 4 ngirito
aya
Victor award 4
okay
yala hello yes good evening
how are you?
I am good. How are you doing tonight?
Very fine.
Pardon?
I'm very fine.
That is good to know.
And this is your friend Adrico Albert from Masindi.
Hey, my friend Adrico Albert from Masindi.
Yeah.
Albert, how's school going on?
It's so very fine and we're now breaking off.
Then where are you going for your holidays?
Yes, but I think within December I'll be within Hoima.
Within Hoima.
After that I will cross the road.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is good.
How is our baby?
Baby is fine.
Okay.
Which baby are you asking? Which baby are you asking? Are you asking the young baby or the big one?
The one who was recently born.
Baby Gloria. Baby Gloria said that she was sick. She was not feeling well. She's having a lot of issues there.
Is it because she said to provide us with birthday cake?
Maybe she's just using an excuse because we didn't see the cake.
That's what I know. For the question that you are having, young blame the husband, that man.
Why?
Because now, how can you go and start a journey which you can't finish?
Starting a journey that you cannot finish.
But for
he thought he would finish.
He thought he would finish, but he has now defeated him. I'm blaming the man because now those wives, they have no problem. Those wives, even when they are two, they can stay together.
Okay.
Now a man is to be the one to balance in his home.
It's true.
The first woman has 3 children, and the second one is having 1. When you're buying food, you need to balance.
You need to
the
balance.
One which has many members, you give a higher percentage. The one who is still having 1, you give also less percentage.
But the issue here now, the man got married to a second wife. After that, he now just left with the first wife. The first wife was the one struggling with her children. Then he was busy with the second wife at the trading center. That is where they were staying now. But still, so who are you blaming? Are you still going to blame this man, or you will also blame the woman? Because now
the man.
the man.
Yeah, because now he has decided to leave the first wife. Now he's going to take care of that first wife. You can see. Now the wife is there suffering.
Yes. So what advice are you going to give them? Because now the milk has already poured.
That man.
We will need to get for them a solution.
I think that he must work hard. Very sad.
Okay.
So that he looks after all the two families.
Okay.
To drop the first one, now who is going to take care of that family?
The first one is doing her farm work in the village, because that is how they used to survive. They used to farm with the husband. But now when the husband got married to the second wife, he moved to the trading center. He was staying with the second wife, but the woman remained home farming. Albert Adrico, thank you so much. Thank you for calling. The studio line is still open. You can still keep your calls coming in. And we hear more from you. We had a caller, Xavier, Victor, actually from Masindi. He called in. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please. Odar?
Yeah.
Odar Samuel Masindi utenya nedi.
Achie maleng.
Kunu koti enya kotupe. Okay. So Samuel ke wechira lembe kuma topic meeting eni do.
Yeah. Masindi chie maleng.
Keke titwinyi kumlembe mauti esimu do ngipe winju peri ku TV.
Okay. So,
yes.
Gin ende, sopa kwenye video ni landa shell. Dako esha eke cooling down ya knock.
Dako mina riocha?
Eyo.
Eke cooling.
Eyo. Eke duo war ya knock. Ebi nuango pinche keshe beshiberu ire kakare konye beshiberu ti ire. So kado ngetingo la mene mala kesha inuango nisho bedu kunge chwin. So peti kunge chwin ot bedu maleng.
Anda.
Otoma ku shuberu ti iye inuango ne ya nyo pingure ni de ot ya beteng bajete yote maleng. Joko mkaku ina maleng.
Enlembe manda.
Yung katago washoni ya dako yaneke duginge nyama kumata bed mawar nekum nisho magama dako o matibine wa kutendere upe. Ngongo mo kunongo mea nyatin mo kunya shell nyario ti ngati mayu nyatin pare kutupe ngati mayu nyatin pare kuduke ndi upe.
Anda.
Katago washoni ya dako yaneke duginge nyama utipin beloyo dano shopongo pini beru saa yote shekere. Samo kende sande shopo kaloi ento nyama muti wa motemo bajeti di video automation wango winjiri ti enke nyama muti shaka winjiri pe inwango ebele ni penyi pe ni dako so igame wango nisho shopo ngopi ni wango yo ishimi kwa kudi hot fire
anda afoya mache
anda foya
anyway Samuel afoya matek. Hello. Hello.
TV West Nile.
Yes, West Nile TV.
Yes, this is Baba Quest Gavit Juma, Libya.
Baba who?
Quest Gavit Juma.
Quest Gavit.
Yes.
Juma.
Yeah.
Where are you calling from?
From Libya.
Oh,
No.
how is there?
The person is cool. Yeah, we appreciate the service.
Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah.
So Juma, what do you have for me tonight?
Now what I can say, the manifest divide.
Yes.
There are other underlying causes. Like the other wife is careless. She doesn't mind.
The second wife?
Yeah, the woman who is failing to get what she expects. Is handling things limited with concern.
Okay.
There's no man who will have 2 homes or 3 homes when he doesn't help them.
So, Juma.
Yes.
So, you're saying that it is the woman who's on wrong, right?
Yeah, it must be a woman.
How many wives do you have?
I have 5 of them.
5, and are you taking good care of them?
Yeah.
How are you managing? Tell us so that that man who is watching will also know how to handle the 2 wives.
You have to let one of them know that every woman stands on herself. The cleanness brings her, the riches brings her. The poverty is hers. When they master everything, they'll be good to go.
Now, but you provide for all of them?
Yes, I do. I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is so good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the program.
Thank you for calling. So you people have also heard from Juma. Juma is saying that he talks to the wives. He sensitizes them. Each woman is supposed to be independent. If you're hardworking, the richness is yours. If you're lazy, the poverty is yours. That is what he makes the women to understand. So because of that, all the women are hardworking. Now, assuming this other man had also let the other women know that independent, he will help them where necessary, but each and every woman should be independent. Things wouldn't have gone bad. The first wife is there in the village farming. She's getting her returns like the way she used to get before. She farms, she eats from the garden, she sells some of the food items to help with the basic needs that she needs at home. But now the second wife was pampered so much, she was loved so much that she didn't go through the stress that the first woman has been going through in order to get a living. And that is how hard things have come. And that is the kind of advice that Juma is telling us, that when you have more women, you need to talk to them, you need to sensitize them, they need to be independent. Let them not entirely rely on the husband for everything of theirs. Let them know that a husband is there to add on his own support, but not necessarily the number one in the home. The studio line is still open. You can still call me, and I would like to hear from you. Adrico Albert called in and was also blaming this husband, that the journey that you have started, you need to complete it. This man started the journey, and before he could complete the journey, things were very hard. So Adrico Albert was like, how do you marry a second wife when you know that even with the first wife, things were very hard? You still went ahead, married the second wife, you abandoned the first wife, minus giving her help. That is not fair. So he's encouraging the man and this woman to work hard. Let them work extra hard. And the extra bonus is for the man, because let him not forget that now he has 2 families to take care of, the first wife and the second wife. So it is important for him to work extra hard in order to provide for both wives. You who is watching me there, what do you have to tell me about this topic? In a polygamous family, if a man fails to provide, is the woman to be blamed or the man? Hello?
Yes, hello, Scovia.
Yes, Justo.
Okay, how are you today?
I am good. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Thank you so much for calling and for always watching.
Okay, you are most welcome.
Thank you.
Otherwise, today is my very, very amazing day.
Amazing day as in how?
Because it is my son's birthday today.
Your son's birthday. What is your son's name?
He is called Okay Miracle.
Miracle.
Exactly. So that he is 1 year today, exactly.
Oh, Justo.
Yes, please.
Miracle is just a very little baby.
Yes.
Happy
Yes,
birthday
yes.
to Miracle.
Okay, thank you.
I know why he's called Miracle.
Exactly.
Thanks
Thank
be
you
to
for
God.
understanding.
Thanks be to God.
Amen.
So tell me.
Okay, that is why I just call you a little bit late because that I was so much
Celebrating.
busy. Exactly.
I
Otherwise,
understand.
thank you for the show.
Thank you so much.
For me, Scovia, for me, my theory or my view is I blame the men.
Tell us why.
Because the men have problem. Eh? Because okay, number one is if you know that you cannot manage two wives, why do you marry two wives?
Why?
So that you first ask that question before you bring someone's daughter.
Yes.
So that it is very, very tricky you to bring someone's daughter to suffer in your family. So that once you are having two wives or three wives,
yes,
as you a man, you take them all equally. Don't do segregation in your family. Don't do segregation in your marriage.
Yes.
So that the reason why I say that a man problem is men after marriage second wife, you will see that a man will lose totally appetite of the first wife.
Losing appetite.
Totally appetite.
And the man has always been eating osubi. Now the man wants to eat his za.
Exactly. Okay, thank you so much you to understand my point. So that once you are doing that in your family, you will face what you call a domestic violence in your family. Hello? 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 Are you there? Hello?
And Justo, I'm very sure you had more to tell me. You can still call me back again and I get to hear more from you. Watu wanaelewana mingi siku hizi. nini? Unaweza kumwambia watu hii kitu gani? Watu pamoja wamelewana tayari. Sasa maneno yuko kufanyikana katika zawa. Bibi amesema bwana yeye ameshindwa kunini? Bwana yeye ameshindwa kuchunga mimi, alafu tena bwana yako kusema nimejaribu lakini vitu ziko ngumu. Sasa watu yuko kupigana sana. Wewe sasa unaangalia mimi saa hii. Unaweza kumwambia watu hii kitu gani? Nani ndio amefanya mbaya? Bibi hapana kubali yeye amefanya mbaya, bwana pia hapana kubali yeye amefanya mbaya. Hiyo ndio chenye yako kufanyikana saa hii. Studio line is still open. You can still call me and tell us what kind of advice you can have for these people. And those of you who are there keeping your loved ones at heart, West Nile has given you this time. This is the moment you can also call your loved ones and send them greetings. The studio line is still open for you to call in, advise us, say your own opinion, and send greetings to your loved ones. Yes. So, as I said, for a man not to be able to provide, Justo,
Hello.
welcome back.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes.
I that's a no that it is that's a very
A slight problem.
A problem there, a network problem. So that I was saying that I do not segregate your women to avoid violence in your family.
To avoid domestic violence.
Exactly. So that if you have 10 wives, love them all. So that there is some meaning whereby after marrying another wife like this, everything, every cover goes to the second wife.
Yes.
Okay, how do you think that the first wife will think about it? So that a man, listen please. Secondly, first know your level. First ask yourself with the question: you are going to marry someone with daughter.
Yes.
Are you going to manage it? Are you going to manage it? So that asking yourself is very, very important. Than not knowing it.
True.
So that thank you so much. May God bless you, Skovia.
Thank you so much, Justo too. God bless you too. Greetings to our mommy Beata.
Otherwise, I just say I just say thank you all of my friends who are really supported me. I also thank you, Skovia, you to say happy birthday.
Thank you so much. We shall sing about the song for Baby Miracle.
Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
So that just drop for me a song by Ada. That song, it is called that congratulations.
Congratulations. We shall play for you that song, please.
I just know that you know why reason I asked you this song.
I know.
Thank you so much, Skovia.
Thank you too.
May you live 100 years.
Amen. 100 plus. Add the plus on it.
May your job, may your dreams come true.
Amen.
One time, I just want to say that Skovia bought a country.
Amen.
But God is there. God will open for you that door.
God will open surely that door.
Okay. Say hi to family members.
I will.
Okay, take care about your life, Skovia.
Thank you so much, Justo.
I do appreciate you as a family. My wife do appreciate you a lot also.
Wow, thank you so much. Regards to that beautiful wife, Irene.
I'll do.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Hey, you people, Justo can really spoil me with a lot of blessings. I love it so much. Thank you so much. May the blessings that you have poured into my life follow me. If anyone has ever blessed you out there, may you people receive the blessings with a positive energy and know that it will work for you. Don't be doubting yourself. because no matter how small you may be looking at yourself, God has bigger plans for you. He has bigger plans for you. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes. Bosco, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. Oh, how are you doing over
I am
there?
fine. I am fine over here.
Let me take this opportunity to appreciate you for the program.
Thank you so much for always tuning in.
I'm very glad to hear it. The idea I can give on the topic we desire today, according to me, just needs cooperative.
It needs cooperation.
Yes. Have to cooperate.
Yes.
And I will not go maybe go to this side or this side, you know. Another thing, another problem we have. Some people are not specific on what they desire.
They are not specific, right?
On what they desire. And every person has the intention why he does that thing. So that's why I'm saying we need just to cooperate.
Okay.
God bless you abundantly. I wish you a blessing.
Thank you so much, John, for calling. God bless you too. John, thank you so much for calling. I'm told that Masindi is doing good, and I also heard from your voice that you're also doing good. We thank God for the good gift of health, and for those who are not feeling well, like the Glorious, we pray for your quick recovery. May the good Lord stretch his healing hands upon you and heal you from whatever sicknesses that you're facing right now. So, John is already telling us that people get married with different intentions. People have different reasons as to why they get married. But we are supposed to be what? Intentional. We are supposed to have open communication with our partners so that we can know what they want from us and what we want from them, so that we can understand one another. So the only advice is giving these people is to understand. Let them understand themselves. They need to understand themselves. Victor called at some moment, and Victor said that these people who have gotten married are supposed also to understand one another. Because this man got married to this woman hoping that he is going to provide, but now things became hard along the way. This woman should be able to understand and not blame. There is no need to be throwing blaming games. Blame games, you're blaming the husband is blaming the wife. This is now the time to be cooperative because things are already tough. Right? That is what Victor said earlier on. The studio line is still open for you to keep calling in, giving me your suggestions and sending greetings to your loved ones. This is the last hour of the program, Kelele. And this is yet your moment. You can keep your calls coming in. So you see, in the current world that we are living in, if a man decides to marry 2 or more and fails to provide for the family, first of all, we should understand the underlying reasons as to why things have become so hard and this man is not able to provide. One of it can be a personal responsibility, of which that a man's decision to take on multiple spouses without ensuring he can provide for them. Generally, in the current trend that we are going on, you realize that men marry more women, and every woman stands for herself and stands for her children. So because of that, this man might have married the first wife and they were farming together with the first wife. So according to him, he thought if he had married the second wife, the same case is going to happen. He thought that the second wife was going to be independent just like the way the first wife was. and it ended up backfiring. It ended up backfiring that this woman could not do business, she could not do any farming, and things became very hard. So this personal responsibility that the man had already put in his head, that the wives will take care of themselves, backfired and things became tough for him. So everyone who called in and said that every woman should at least work in order to get money. Though it is not working in the office, it is not work whereby you will have to be employed, you can be self-employed. There are women in the villages who are making local brew. They make the local drinks for people to take. They go to these main markets and they buy cassava, they come and sell in the local market. Women are doing such businesses in order to support their families. So if you're there and you are maybe in that kind of situation that things are very hard for you and your husband, maybe because your husband is sick, or maybe he has lost his job, or a lot has happened, make sure that at least as a woman, you start doing something in order to support your husband, to support your family. Don't entirely rely on the man for survival, because if you do, assuming that anything happens to the man, God forbid, nothing will happen, but obviously this is life. In case it happens, how will you and your children survive? Because now your survival entirely depends on the man. You cannot do anything on for yourself. Without the man, you will not buy soap. Without the man, you will not buy tomatoes. You will not have onions. You will not have salt. Now this man is a human being who can also break down. Anytime he can be sick, anytime he can be taken away, how are you going to handle the family? So another reason as to why a man would get married to more women and fail to take care of such women is maybe because of limited access to education. Because the education I'm talking about is not generally the education where you go to school. The education I'm talking about is maybe as this boy child was growing, he did not get enough education. He was not taught to be man enough. You find a man may marry women, and at the end of the day, he will fail to take care of these women, not because he cannot take care of them, but because of the way he was brought out. He didn't have the education on how to manage 2 or more wives, you see. Because when this man was with the first wife, he was farming together. So by the time he got the second wife, he left with the first wife, he was doing things for the second wife, meaning that if anything happens and he marries the third wife, he is going to neglect also the second wife, and he will start taking care of the third wife. Meaning that this man may be doing these things because of lack of education. The knowledge is not there the way he was brought up. So anyone who decides to get married to the second wife and above, please, you go to the veterans. Go to the men who have married more than 2 and they are handling them very well. Go and learn, go and take some notes from them. How are they handling these wives? Because these are now your wives. These are your own. You cannot start taking care of one and you forget about the other. These are your family members. You're supposed to take care of them just like the way Justo told us. And then apart from that, you may find that we have the cultural norms. There are some cultures that make the man not to love the other woman compared to the other one. Maybe sometimes even influences in the culture. Maybe the first wife is very so independent that she's a no-nonsense woman who does not accept any rubbish in her home and so forth. So because of that, people can term such a woman as a bad one, and then will encourage this man to marry a second wife, you see. And every attention will be shifted to the second wife. Hello? There is a caller online. Hello? Hello? Sorry? Maybe there is network challenge or something like that. You can still call me. This is still your hour to call me, to send in your greetings to your loved ones, or add on to something concerning this program and this topic, you can still call. As I said, some of these things are just cultural norms or cultural influence. You may find that the first wife might have been so tough, so people might have influenced this man to marry a second wife. Now the only way you can do to punish this first wife is you marry a second wife, and then you leave her, go and stay far and enjoy life with the second wife and so forth. The kind of advice that people give you, sometimes they are wrong. So make sure that you do your own assessment, you do your own study on how you are going to handle these people. If you went to the second wife because the first wife was very difficult and so forth, know how to handle the first wife, because now she's your own, she's yours. For whom are you leaving her? Nobody. That is also your own wife. Just know how best you can handle them. That is what we have. And then the other issue may be economic and environmental factors like poverty, unemployment, or economic instability. At one point when this man was getting married, he was having money, so he was able to pay rent, he was able to feed the family. But now you see, this poverty and economic instability might have made it very hard for this man now to survive in the past days, in the past few months. This man used to do farming. With economic instability, maybe prices of food items came low, or maybe the things that were done in the garden didn't come out like the way he had expected. The returns were very low and so forth. These things could have even forced this man now, made the man fail to provide for the family. So we as women who are there, let us try to understand our men sometimes. Men are naturally born to be providers. Hello?
Yes, I'm calling you on the TV here. You are already on the TV here.
Yes, your name please.
I'm talking to this our program, like Apinaka. So Apinaka is not already in the station. You talk to the wife.
Marion Jadibe.
Hey.
Hello?
Yes.
What is your name, please?
My name is Odama Stephen. I'm the Orange Masindi.
Odama? Odama?
Yeah.
Apinaka inga yoini?
Ma didi manita ikosi ubere tirizo ani. Ma gata didi mi amani yo akweri kesi amani amana di Masindi etrete.
Mata amani chidikia you woro. That one is asking for Apinaka. Imagine he's asking me if I'm Apinaka's wife. Hey! Somebody wants to give me to Apinaka. No problem, Odama. I don't know what happened, whether it was your airtime or network. You can still call me back. What I'm telling you people is that Apinaka is still taken up with his own personal issues. But we are getting in touch with him. God willingly, you people will see Apinaka back on your screen. That is what I can tell you for now, but he's taken up with his own things. Odama miritebo, Apinaka ni dile chi, kanisi iyo azidukirichi, iyo erni imaside ya isiniki dukirichi, te ba mingi biki diyo nzi Apinaka modriera, Mungu kalerasi, Apinaka ni imimuiri ne screen mandritia deara, program amavu kelele damande ngapala koko mina manezuri. Program de beronfe kelele erido sawerini ni peresa swini ni amadia eyochi ingaba madria amaroti ya rei kumesala si Uganda ya anveworo eyochi Ethiopia mabipele ni ameriji amavu program kelele di maa amale ni nyami pie tualo. Sa emivuru kabe tabodele emibele ni simugba eyonje du madria ba ziriki simugba ba ni leriki zizu so da male mi drima veko kini program ni ameredo du alosi produto isi drusio na saka di chiri ni dot bole nyiraki ni ngoni kelele program ni mudile erele injimi TV kamisu ngwangwa ni mi gba mi ongusi odama out for minangele simugba zasi iziman ba emevu masindera lerke woro chichi. So, if a man fails to provide for the family where he has married more, some factors could be the man and then the others could be the woman. Just like I told you, for the man it may be pressure, peer pressure. People might have misadvised him to go with the second wife and leave the first wife at home. Or maybe because of economic instability. Today the money is easier to get, tomorrow business is very tough, and so forth. It could also happen to those ones who are farming. This season you may get enough, next season things are not there. This thing might have forced this man to fail to provide. He might be having the plan that I really want to provide for my wife, but because other factors are there, it became very hard for this man to do what? To provide. As I told you, those are the other factors. And then for the woman, things have become so hard for them currently in the home because this woman was not doing anything to survive. So what we are trying to say is, at least stay-home moms, start doing some little business to survive at home, whereby at least in a day you can get 2,000 to 3,000. And if your husband gives you, you can top on that. There are certain moments your husband may not have it all. You will also top for the family. You will help. And then some of the things is, someone called in here and said that for us women, sometimes we don't budget our husbands. We don't budget for our husbands. We're always demanding for more when we know that his capacity is less. So maybe the money that this man may be having, he would have planned that this money should sustain us for the next 10 days. But now for us, because we need more, we begin to pump a lot of pressure on the men. And that this money that would have taken us for 10 days, we will end up spending it within 3 days. Ask me, tell me also, where will the man go and get the 7 days remaining? Where will he get the money from? He's not doing any tangible work that you can see that maybe at least every day this is what he gets. This is somebody who does farming. It is either he farms his own land or he goes and digs into other people's land in order to get meals. And we are here overbilling the men. We are not working. Those are the issues. See? And then how can we help? We are not only talking about the couples that went through a lot or are still going through a lot. We are talking about ourselves also. We have people whom we know who are going through this same situation. What advice can we give them? How can these people pass through what they are going through? We should encourage open communication, just like one of the callers said. We should have open communication. We should understand one another before we get married. As a woman, second wife, you're getting married, you know this man is a married man and he has a first wife. Why don't you sit down and set boundaries with your husband? There should be an open communication on how you want to run your new family. If you get married without having open discussion, not knowing where your stand is, that is how things are going to get bad for you. And if it gets worse, this man will run back to the first wife. Because the first wife will be having food in the house, will be having some little money to take care of her family. If everything fails to zero, don't tell me the man will continue living in that condition. Hello? 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 Sorry, you can still call again. Then we should also foster a culture of mutual respect, empathy, and understanding. When things have already gone bad like that, we need to understand, as a woman, understand how was your man providing before things got bad. If he was really doing his best and things didn't work out for him, let us try and understand, other than going to report him to the family members, report him to our friends and so forth. Today you may report him to your family members and your friends. They will end up hating him. But after 2 months or 3 months, he will bounce back. You and your husband are going to live happy. But what about the people who are outside? They will lose respect for your husband. And how are you going to get back that respect? How are you going to bring back your husband's image? So it is, and of late things have turned around and they are not doing things like the way they used to do. Let us try and understand one another, other than throwing blames on one another. Then we need to promote equal treatment and rights for all our spouses, especially for the man who has decided to marry a second wife. Please remember that your first wife is yours. Justo was like that you lose appetite for the first wife and you get fully into the second wife. Don't lose interest. If your wife has done something wrong that pushed you into marrying the second wife, you can still pardon her. That is your wife. You have not divorced her. You cannot just leave her there totally on her own, then you go for your own life with the second wife. Unless now, if you feel that you don't need the wife, divorce her one way. Let the people know that you have now rejected our daughter. And then the lady finds her own level. She either decides she wants to stay with the children, or she decides to go to her people. After all, she's not rejected. Let us not leave women in a lot of pain, in a lot of struggle alone, when you as a husband, you are still around. You are still alive. Allow the women to suffer when you're already gone, but when you're around, please struggle so hard to make sure that you take care of your wives. You see? That is what we have. Generally, I want to thank everybody who called in tonight to give advices to this couple. These people have gone through a lot. They are still going through a lot, and they were like, Scovia, you really need to help me. Family of Kelele will really need to help me, because we are really losing it. And for everyone who called in, thank you so much. At least they have watched and they have known where each one of them has done the wrong, so they will know where to correct from. I want to thank all the viewers of West Nile TV. Those of you watching this program, Kelele, every time, I am very happy to be with you, and I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you so much. You calling me, those who called from Masindi, especially today we had very many callers from Masindi. I really want to salute you, people of Masindi. That is how much you really love West Nile TV. And then Gloria is always there representing Yumbe. We have Justo, who is always representing Entebbe. We have Albert. The Adricos, who are always representing from there. The other side, the Amadiles. People who are calling every time, I want to appreciate you so much. And I also encourage our viewers also to chip in, keep calling. Also, we also want to be getting your views, your own way of understanding. That is how we learn in our program Kelele. And I want to thank you all. I wish you people all a very beautiful evening and a wonderful night. I would love to see you tomorrow here at West Nile TV, same program, same time. I am still your presenter, Scovia. I am signing out.
West Nile TV, lighting up the region.
Chichi, nsasula emyezi 3 n'empangu.